tortured, dear. My life has not been easy. Okay. It all started in a small town in Pennsylvania. I was born. Well, we went to England and we were living there, and I didn't want to really be there. I was lonely and sad, and I wanted to go home.
She missed me.
I missed everybody.
And me, even though
So I took the kids to school. I would walk them to school every morning. And I thought, well, let me stop into church and say a few prayers. It was a big cathedral with huge doors and, you know, huge. So I get in. Somebody leaves. I go, hello, hello. They leave. I go in. I say my prayers. And I go to the door to try to get out. It's not opening. I think. So I tried the big doorknobs, and I ran it. That's what I think is wrong with me. I ran against and tried to open the doors. So an hour goes by, another hour. I'm still in there.
How many hours are we at now? At this point?
This is about 3 or 4.
Okay.
So then nobody came in all that time. So they had winding steps going up. So I'm climbing these steps in beautiful stained glass windows. And I'm against the windows going, help! Help! And there's people on the street going, but they don't see me. And I'm going, I thought of breaking them, but I thought, I'll still be in jail or paying for them, like 2,000-year-old windows. So then I came down, and another hour goes by. This time it's in the afternoon, and the kids are going to be coming home from school, and we're in a foreign country. There's no key to get in our house, and I have the key. So I thought of breaking the windows.
No, I have to work.
And I'm panicking now. I can't, and I'm hungry, I'm tired, I'm cold, I can't find a bathroom, and so the kids are getting out of school, and the store has a big keyhole, so I'm looking, I saw a kid standing on the steps that go down. I went, help! Help! And there's a kid going, and I said, I'm in the church. He goes, okay, lady. And he ran, and I said, no, don't leave me. All he had to do was open the door. He gets the priest, so a priest comes back, and I'm disheveled, and I'm crying, and he goes, oh, love, you're not really locked in. And I went, I'm not. He didn't know how long I was there. All I had to do, there was an L-shaped track behind this big doorknob. I had to lift it up and bring it over, and I was out.
So how many hours?
8 total.
8 total?
So I'm coming home, the kids are sitting on the step, and and they said, what's wrong? Don't ask. Where have you been? In church.
So after your first hour of prayer, did you ever think of praying again?
That's all I did. And I waited for somebody to... Then on Sunday we went to church, and the priest was there. Now they have a sign over the doorknob, and it goes to open, lift, and bring over. And I shook his hand, and he goes... And I went, you know, he goes, you're a American, aren't you? I went, yes, I am. yes, I am. But that was awful. I was scared to death.
So
that was horrible.
What's your favorite story from her that caught the good here?
That one probably. Then I fell in the freezer.
Yeah, falling in the
let's hear
freezer is
that
a good
one.
one.
I was in the grocery store minding my own business, shopping, just doing my own thing.
Arizona?
Yeah, and I can't go back there for a while. So I went to the grocery store, and at that time they had like freezers that were pretty low. This is 20 years ago or so. And I wanted chocolate ice cream, and it was towards the back. So I'm going with my finger trying to get it, and I had my dance mode on, my one leg up and the other one. A little kid comes along with a cart and hits me in the leg in the back, and my knee buckled, and I fell right into the freezer. My leg's up in the air, and I'm down. So I get out, and I'm all full of frost and stuff. So I wiped it off, and I hate when people say, are you all right? And I left my cart, I got my purse,
And left.
and I walked out as nicely as pleased. Didn't let
What
on.
about the time when you were on the cart? And you were
I destroyed the store?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's a local.
I'm not going to say. I'm not
My
going to judge
picture's
him.
up on the do not enter. I had knee surgery. I had knee surgery and I couldn't walk. And I was determined to do something. And I made David take me and said, now you leave. I'm fine. I'll take one of these Jazzy 11 carts. I'll be fine. No problem. So I start off, he leaves. First thing I do was lose control of the cart, and I ran into a display. Dog food, like the wooden, like the cardboard things all over. So the guy comes over, are you all right? Mm-hmm. Yes. So he picked them up, and I said, thank you, started off again. So this time I dropped my coat and ran over my coat, and it got stuck in the wheel. Couldn't move. My coat's jammed up in the wheel. So the guy comes here, right, well, seemed to have gotten my coat stuck, so he got me out of the thing, lifted the thing, and pulled my coat out, all full of grease and stuff. Well, that, nah. So he put it behind me, and when he put me back in, there was a thing like an arm thing that you put down, but you can lift it up and it goes behind you. Well, he didn't put it back down, so it was sticking out in the back. So I backed up to turn around, and I heard bing, bing, bing. I was knocking stuff off the shelf with the thing in the back. So he comes back again, same guy, madam. So he picked that up. Then there's a little kid going, Mommy, Mommy, what's that lady doing? So then I started again, almost finished, an hour's gone by, and I have the front of the cart, they have a little basket in the front, but I did pretty good. So I'm pulling into the checkout part, and I I misjudged, let's say.
Yes, that sounds like
At a high rate of speed, and everything went all over. And just as I did that, David was coming in, and he looks, he goes, Mom! You know, but this time I'm a mess, I'm full of grease, and I'm ready to sweat.
Mom, he should have pretended he didn't know your name.
Lady.
So he picks it up, we check out, and he said, I told you weren't ready to come out, you know? Then, I was beaten up in the bank by people and
But
stuff.
you never went back there since?
I waited a while though.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've changed. I was younger looking then. They don't know me now.
When she lived in Arizona, Katja, her kids were only a year apart. So she was used to taking care of two little ones. So I went to the grocery store with her. So she gets the bag. She's waiting for the lady to go, and she puts the bag here, and she's rocking it. And she's rocking. And she's rocking. I said, Janie, the kids aren't with us.
She thought it was the
She was so used to having a kid on her hip.
It's not easy, believe me. It's not easy.
And people are going by and watching her rock this bag. Oh, God, Janie.
I've gotten in wrong cars and scared people.
You know what? That's great. As a newlyweds, so she's not going to make the same mistakes you did.
Okay, and when you're cooking, when I was first married, my ex was a state trooper, and he brought about 10 troopers home for dinner. He said he was bringing all these guys home. So I'll make chili. First time I made chili, well, all you need is a little bit of chili. Do you know how the containers are? You only need a little bit. I put the whole thing in. So here's all the guys. This smells good. They all took a bite almost at the same time. They reached for the water. It was unbelievable. Some guys were crying. And I'm there, what? And they're going, ouch! They couldn't breathe. I almost killed them. A whole thing of chili could kill you. I didn't know.
A little bit of chili.
I put the whole thing in. But to see them all reach for the water at the same time, and they didn't want to hurt my feelings. No, I did so many things, unbelievable. It's scary. It really is. And I'm not ashamed to say I'm still doing it. I got in a car, I thought it was my ex pulling up for me, and it was raining, and I ran and opened the door and sat down, looked over, and it was a strange guy, and we both screamed. I started first because I thought he was in our car, but he was driving. And I said, I'm sorry, and I get out, and my ex is in the back going, oh. He knew when he saw me getting out of the car what I had done. Got in the wrong car. That poor man.
You're still going strong, though, you know?
I'm still doing stuff. Yeah, and I don't even tell half the stuff because they wouldn't leave me live alone.
Don't.
I would not be allowed to live alone because it's gotten worse in some things. Oh, unbelievable. Yeah, it's all true, though. That's the sad part.
Isn't that a